Welcome to episode 3 of Lost Signals. My name is Daryl. I am here joined with the one, the only, the motherfucking famous Andrew Abbott. How's it going, buddy?
Good. How are you, man?
I'm just fucking wonderful.
That's good.
How's things? How you been keeping? It's been a while since
I've been keeping okay.
Yeah, it's been a while since we actually saw each other. So
it has been.
Yeah, so this is I guess a good way to catch up and see what everything's been going on, I guess. So let's talk about your 37 bands that you're in.
Okay.
So for people that don't know, Andrew is a fantastic drummer. And
Thanks.
I say this without even a word of a lie, is probably the best drummer I've ever seen ever. And that's including like going to see like live bands and shit. So like the dude's phenomenal. Anyways, we'll go from there.
That's such a crazy statement.
Hey man,
thanks though, man.
I'm only telling the truth here, man. I've seen lots of bands, but I haven't seen anybody hit it like you. So,
well, thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, all 37 bands. It's actually 3.
It's close there.
But there's a lot of work though. Like 3's a lot.
Yeah.
Just like writing for each and everything for each it's busy.
Yeah.
Even with the whole COVID thing, like 2 of the 3 have been pretty steady since quarantine started.
Yeah.
And they're all good. Each one of them is in the process of new tracks and videos and recording, and we all can't wait to play a show.
Yeah.
The last couple of weeks have been depressing because you'll see all your memories come in, and it's like, haven't been on a stage in like a year.
Oh, it sucks so bad.
It's crazy, man.
I miss being on a stage, in front of a bunch of people. It sucks, and hopefully we're getting towards the end of it, if people smarten the fuck up a little bit. But, okay, so Joshua's Habit, you guys have is it a new album or just EP coming out in April 2nd?
We are releasing an album.
Okay.
It's coming out in vinyl too. Get it.
I'm on the list to get the vinyl because yes.
Yeah, it's going to be good. Yeah, that is slated to release April.
Okay.
And we're also currently working on another album already.
Oh wow.
We've done that band's been pretty steady. We're getting like mixes and versions and ideas and all sorts of stuff from Brad Taylor. Shout out to Taylor Sound. What's up, Taylor Sound? He's a fucking awesome guy. And Trav, they do like a lot of the initiation, and then me and Dean and Brad Morrison just kind of do our spots, I guess.
Yeah. So you aren't an original member of Joshua's Habit, right?
No, I'm not the original member. I'm the new.
Not that it matters. I mean.
No.
No.
Yeah. The Gooch is he was the original drummer, third person. The Gooch.
Yeah.
I think he's a great drummer, but for whatever reason they were just. I don't know if it was him or them. It was none of my business. I never asked.
Yeah, sometimes it's better to just not know.
Yeah, man. I'm not too sure what it is. I'm sure it's not anything bad, though. Just difference in where they are in life.
Yeah.
So, but I reached out to Trav before that, though, called Lounge Pistol.
Yeah.
And we wrote a record with that in that group, too. But I called him and asked him what he's doing, and he said he had a couple of ideas. He sent me a few things, and I liked it. And then right away, he's like, asked me if I wanted to be the drummer, and I said, sure.
Yeah, very cool.
They're all great guys, man. Like,
yeah. So
there's no reason to not join that band. Good music, good guys.
Is that based out of Saskatoon, or is that like kind of a combination of Saskatoon, Vancouver?
That's I think it's more of I think it's based out of Calgary because that's where Brad lives. But Trav, he lives in Abbotsford, but like he's in between Abbotsford and Saskatoon all the time.
Yeah.
So he kind of like reigns over the whole the provinces.
Yeah. Cool. I just had another question about that, but now I fucking forgot. But actually,
Sure.
no, I was listening to. That's gonna happen a lot, man. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's okay. I smoked a fat joint before we started. I'm
Well, and I'm drinking a
barely
beer.
keeping it together here.
I'm drinking a beer, and it's 5 in the afternoon. It's my third one, so it's like fuck it.
Fucking right.
It's Friday, man.
I'm having some tea.
Hmm.
I'm having tea.
So I was actually listening to Joshua's Habit last night at work because, well, I mean, I figure,
Cool.
yeah, like after knowing you, it doesn't seem completely like the style of music that you would play, but I fucking dig it. You know what I mean?
Cool.
Like,
Yeah.
like this the project that we were in beforehand. We'll touch on that later, but
Yeah.
it's polar opposite. So like, and actually, like I've listened to all of your bands, and they're all like the three big ones. Anyways, they're very different between the three of them.
Yeah. They're all definitely different. I get that question or that comment a lot. It doesn't seem like something that you'd really play.
Yeah.
I like a ton of different stuff, and just from meeting other people, really influential people,
Yep.
kind of made me want to kind of do a bunch of different stuff. But I don't know. I'm a metal drummer at first before like anything. That was like my real in to drums. Always the Metallica story at the childhood shit.
Yeah.
You hear a Metallica song and that's where it starts.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm alone in that.
Yeah.
But then as I got to about 13, 14, 15, that's when it just all was like metal or nothing.
Yeah. I think a lot of
that's
us are
how it
kind of
was.
like that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everybody has like a journey like that.
Yeah. So actually, let's jump into this then. How, like you said, you started did you start drumming really young? Because I know like your dad is. Let's be honest. Probably like. What would you call them? Like, was that like the first big metal band out of Saskatchewan?
I would say the first hard rock band.
What the name is slipping my fucking head, and I was listening to it the other day.
Oh,
Breach of Trust. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So
yeah.
Your dad was the drummer of Breach of Trust.
Yeah.
Which fucking awesome.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Or is.
It was. So yeah. Breach is still kicking.
Whatever.
Kinda.
I'm not even. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Like if another person was to keep it going, I guess that's what would. But I haven't heard anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's the drummer for Breach, and yeah, that was a pretty amazing thing to have around growing up.
Yeah.
From 11 to 18 when I moved to Witt.
Yeah.
Yeah, tons of music in the family. My little brother plays. Two of my little brothers play. My dad plays. I play.
Mm-hmm.
So there was always music, drums, guitar in the house all the time.
Just hitting things and
making
noises out of it. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. And Dad always being on the road, he was always like pulling out the coolest tapes and shit when he would come back, show us all these bands, and there was a lot to learn growing up.
Yeah.
Uncle
Maybe
Marty too.
Pull your mic off your shirt because I'm getting some scratchy.
Scratchy? There's that better.
Classic. Now you made me lose my fucking train of thought. Thanks, bud.
Sorry, man.
It's all good. Okay, so what's going on with Die Hearted right now? Like, you guys said.
Yeah, we're working on that's been a little bit of the slower one. We've all been in that group. We're still doing stuff. Like we have 2 tracks on the go right now, and we're currently writing a third.
Yeah. So like, what the last show you guys played with them, was that when you guys did the Rattlers thing?
No. We played I think 4 more shows after that one.
Yeah. The Rattlers thing that I'm referencing is that you guys played at what was it, the championship for the basketball team or something like that.
We played the halftime show.
Yeah.
For the Shout out to the Rattlers, by the way.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic team. Yeah.
Yeah.
We played the halftime show, which was really cool because usually like something not like that at all.
To me,
And we were.
I was gonna say, like, to
like
me, metal and basketball, I mean, doesn't really fit. But I mean, hey, man, whatever works.
Yeah. Well, we had a lot of momentum when we were approached by somebody that worked for the Rattlers.
Yeah.
And they thought it would just be a cool edge. They asked us if we could do any covers because we sent them all our stuff, and they're like, "Well, this song is really catchy, but everything else is really aggressive."
No.
We're like, "Well, yeah, of course, man."
Yeah, you're a fucking metal band. I mean,
So,
yeah.
so we picked two. We picked two like popular rock songs and just kind of did them the die-hearted way, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it went. I thought it went over really well. We got a decent response back. We didn't get a call back from the Rattlers, but that's okay.
Oh man.
That's okay.
It is what it is.
Yeah, we had fun. So did the fans.
Well, that's all that matters, really.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Of course. So I'm having network issues right now, so it's probably going to look like shit if you're watching the live stream. My computer's doing an update in the background, but I think I just fixed it. So it's like, yeah, it says to anybody watching live on Twitch right now, and I think there's one person, but it's 5:00 on a Friday. They're probably not watching this. This is probably going to be more for a recording. That will
that's fun.
Yeah, it's so I think I got that fixed. Anyways, next, Haunted North. You guys been busy with that? It's kind of been looking like you guys are. What's coming up next for that?
Oh yeah, we're still writing. We've released two songs since the whole COVID thing annihilated everything and drowned all of that band's plans. That one was like ready to hit the ground running. Just completely drowned that whole setup that we were about to start. We were booking like a pretty decent tour.
Yeah.
Throughout the States and Canada. I always want to play in the States. Everybody's like, "Oh man, I want to play Canada." I'm like, "Let's get the fuck out of here and go play in the States.
Go see some other shit." I mean, just
you're not missing anything up here. There's like a million moose in one big city.
Well, I mean, two if you call Vancouver, another big city, which it is. But I mean,
yeah.
So, how did you get involved with the Haunted North? I mean, because they're based out of
Seattle.
Seattle. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So how did that all come about?
I knew the guitar player. I played in the band with the lead guitar player Sean Francis in a cover band called Charger for quite a few years, and we also did a Black Label tribute band called Suicide Messiah as well.
Very nice.
Yeah, and me and him just kind of kept in touch, and we got along and see a lot of things the same musically, like points of view, your position, your attention to your shit, your job, like the attention to his guitar and how he plays, and he's always thinking about just gear and tone, and I'm just sitting in the back doing the same thing on my kit,
just hitting things with sticks.
Yeah, we could tolerate each other.
Yeah.
We weren't too cliquey. So, yeah. And then he met Randy in the States. He was hanging out. I don't know what it was for, but he had met Randy. And then they did some work with JD and Jeff from Black Label for a while. They wrote a record. And then, again, there was an opening. And Sean is just like, you want to be the guy? I was like, yeah, I'll be the fucking guy. Of course.
Yeah. Well, why not, man? I mean, like, make the best out of it. I mean,
Absolutely.
so
Somebody that's willing to show ambition, like to, you know, be committed to a band that's in another country, you know,
yeah,
and wanting to work on getting out there and trying to pursue, like, I don't know. I say the, like, my real dream, you know, to like to get out of here and just make a living musically.
you're not saying like get like super rich and famous, just but be able to like live comfortably off of make. I mean,
Yeah, man. Well, I
yeah.
would take the rich and famous,
Well, I mean, who the
but
fuck who wouldn't? But like, I mean,
unrealistic though.
yeah,
Enough to like sustain my life.
yeah. So
You
you can
know, I
play.
don't think I asked for too much. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly,
that just
exactly.
play music. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a dream of many fucking 14-year-olds picking up an instrument. It's like
yeah.
I'm gonna make it so big. It's like, yeah, bitch, that's fucking not how it works all the time. But I mean,
No,
if you don't have those dreams, then you're not gonna do it. But I mean, let's be
well,
honest.
exactly.
It's a lot of effort that a person has to put into that. And you
So,
obviously know, like we had talks about this when we were back in the old band, and fucking it's
oh yeah,
like the effort that you put into it is definitely what you get out of it in the end.
that's right. That's right.
Which
I've I've spent a lot of time behind a drum kit with people, man,
yeah,
and even more by myself.
oh yeah,
Uh, yeah, until I had kids, man, it was like I would spend 2 to 3 hours a day on a pad or like rehearsing
yeah,
before. Yeah, like around 2009 or no 2010, 2011. I was in like 6 bands, and I had a rehearsal with every a band each night, like Sunday night, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I was gigging every weekend
with one of them.
with one of them. One of them was booked in every weekend.
Holy fuck, that's
Yeah,
so okay. So like how do you keep the song straight in your head? Or like okay, those bands you're talking about, like was that all like originals that you guys are doing, or like was that a lot of covers then?
there was a lot of it was a set of covers
Yeah,
with the set of originals. So 2 sets of covers and then a set of originals.
yeah.
Um,
So did you ever
and
get mixed up like when you're on stage with one of those bands? Be like, it's like fuck. It's like this isn't the band I was thinking about. Like when you're sitting on stage. Like, would that ever happen?
that's come close a couple of times. Like when I'm doing like a fill in, like a fast fill in for a band,
Yeah.
and if I'm not super familiar with it, like I tend to forget the intro riff. So as long as there's no drums, I'll ask. I'll be like, hey man, is there drums at the beginning of this song? And they're like, no. I'm like, okay,
Oh,
got it.
perfect.
Like,
Yeah.
but it's come close a couple of times, and I mean everybody shits the bed. I don't
Oh
care who you
fuck.
are.
I've been on
You know,
I've been on stage before and be like halfway through the song and I remember what song we're playing. It's just like what the
yeah.
it just brain farts or
And everybody has those, man. Everybody has brain farts.
yeah.
But I for me, it's like a muscle thing. I will play something over and over and over again until it's like ingrained.
Yeah.
For a guy who forgets I forget a lot of stuff. But it seems to me I can remember stuff that I haven't played for 20 years, literally 20 years. I
Yeah.
could play it. Yeah.
Like
So,
just
but
like
that,
you hear a few riffs and you just know exactly what you got to do. Is that kind of what it is?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But I also try and like play it like how it's intended to be played. I think there's a misconception about, oh, you're in a cover band, so you just kind of play the song, sorta.
Yeah, yeah.
I get that vibe a lot, and that's not even how it is.
I don't
It start
I don't like that thought. Like, cause like
no,
I'm in a cover band right now, and it's like we're learning some like it's kind of not great music. It's not bad, but it's like if I'm gonna play the bass parts, I'm gonna play it right because
yeah,
I'm gonna be mad at myself, because you get up on stage and you're trying to play the song, and it's like, and if it doesn't sound right, the people in the crowd might not know, but I'm gonna know.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's the
And
biggest thing.
You'd be surprised, even people that are drunk, serious, like music listeners,
Yep.
even when you're like, oh, people probably didn't notice. Guaranteed, there's
Somebody will.
guys in the audience that's like, hey man, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, it's like why
For
why
sure, there is.
why are you so shitty?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know that for a fact because well, before COVID, I used to go to lots of shows, I'd watch all sorts of guys play all sorts of shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember like do you remember like the Rock Bottom or what the fuck was
Yeah.
it called at the end?
Oh fuck yeah.
Some
Yes, sir.
some of the bands that came through that place, man, it's just like, what are you doing? Like, why are you
Yeah.
even up there? And they're trying to play original stuff too, and it's like, I'm gonna go outside for a dart or something. Just get me the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
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 So how about this? Like let's talk about how we actually got to know each other, and
Sure.
let's burn this bridge, I guess.
Burn this bridge. All right.
Or something like it. So Andrew and I were in a band called, first it was called Autonomy, and then it was called The Age of Autonomy, and then it broke up before we even got off the ground. So you were in the band before I was. Let's hear like what your thoughts were when you got tapped to do this project. Like how did, like, because you were there before me, so let's start with that.
Yeah, sure. Actually, Garrett was the bass player in Charger.
Yeah.
When I was in it with Sean.
Yeah.
And he always had like an industrial perspective on music.
Yeah.
I think that he had a good taste. Well, I still think he has good taste in music. Hi, Garrett. You're probably never going to watch this, but
Probably not.
hey, buddy.
Hey, man. What's up?
Yeah, and he was kind of looking for like wanted to go out on his own, and he was like talking to me about just like his ideas of music, and he's asked me if I'd be interested in playing drums for Age of Autonomy, and I said sure.
Yep.
And he's like, it's all going to be pre-programmed though, so. And I'm like, whatever.
Yeah. Like it was a different experience for me, because like I was in an original band too. It just nothing like that, like with you, like so we were using like backing tracks and click tracks, which isn't uncommon.
Oh, yeah. No.
And lots of like tons of bands do that. It's just like that was my first experience with it. So that kind of threw me off.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was the fact that, like I joined the band and we like played once and then we didn't play for like 6 months. It's like that was a little weird. I mean, and the music was really good. Like I enjoyed it. Like,
I love the music, man.
Yeah, like
for real.
Like that's right up my alley. Like that goes like the industrial stuff. Like that's what I grew up on. Like little like Fear Factory and 9 Inch Nails.
Oh fuck yeah!
Like that's
absolutely.
And it's like, fuck yeah, I get to play in this industrial band, and then it's just fucking COVID killed it.
Yeah.
But like
again, another thing that COVID dismantled.
Yeah, like
it'd be easy if we could just blame it on, something else, but like there's nothing else you could peg that on. If COVID hadn't stopped everything, that band was destined for a show.
Oh yeah, like, and we would have done something,
yes.
like, and there would have been some. Now, if like say he called you up tomorrow, and be like, let's fire this shit up again. Would you be in?
Yeah,
I think so too.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah,
because that's invested time, thought, ideas, like bonding.
Yeah.
There's already like a trust net established,
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, if Garrett was to be like, hey, now that restrictions are being lifted,
yeah,
let's book a show. I'd be like, let's fucking do it.
Yeah.
Take a day, let's do it.
Yeah, it's just
but you guys don't know what you're missing out on, man. Like we released one song, the video.
Yeah.
Which was fucking mint.
Yeah.
Man,
that's
like the
funny
rest,
because it fucking came up in my fucking Facebook memories the other day.
Yeah.
Like
painful. That's what I was saying earlier about like looking at your memories. You're just like, oh man. Oh.
Yeah. Like fucking.
I think one of the easiest ways, depending on personality and perspective, is this COVID thing killed a lot of people's motivation.
Yeah.
musically.
Yeah.
There's only a few that will endure this type of like forced neglect on before you go and do something else.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to say that anybody that quits isn't diehard either. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that like for a guy who like to me, I committed to my music uh, when I was like 15. I just was like, no matter what, I'm going to play music forever,
Yeah.
forever.
So like the thing that kind of bugged me about like the whole dissolving of Age of Autonomy is kind of like just how it just ended. It was just 1 minute there's a video and there's a Facebook page. I think the Facebook page is still up. And then
Yeah.
But then the next day, like everything's gone. It's not on Spotify.
Yeah.
It's not on Spotify anymore. It's not on anywhere. You can't find the video on YouTube. You can't find nothing, and it's just gone. It's like, and didn't get told. Like none of us got told.
Yeah.
Me, you, and Ethan. Hey, Ethan, fuckface. What's going on?
Hey, Ethan fuckface.
Yeah, but he knows I love him. It's fine.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
I call him way worse than that.
Oh yeah, but I don't want to get like that fucking vulgar on here yet.
We don't want to get we don't want to get pulled off the air, man.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, like we fuck, I lost my train of thought.
You did.
Yeah.
Yes, we did. We did have the rug pulled up from under our feet.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a shock to all of us.
That's when we were. We started the other group chat and you're like, what the fuck's going on? And then I know we kind of talked about doing something, but it's like, I don't know, just
for a band like that to just be able to not do any of this is for some people in that band that's non-doable. You can't.
Yeah.
Until there's a show, there's no point in doing anything like that. There's always that point of view.
Yeah.
And like depending on who you are, like that makes sense.
I mean, like at the same time though, we could have been like writing stuff and and even getting together once a month just to keep fresh. But I mean, I do get where he was coming from when you kind of pulling the plug a little abruptly, but not.
Yeah, my only issue with any of that was I would have liked to have been told that it was happening. That's it. I mean,
a little bit of a heads up or something. Like,
for whatever reason, there is a break, and there's always a million reasons for a band to stop for a bit.
Yep.
To just be told it's coming is.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. It's nobody's fault.
No, that's what I was saying earlier. It's like fucking COVID destroyed it.
Yeah.
What else is that band supposed to do? Especially like the ideas for that band, like with the whole light show, because it wasn't just like we had like mask paint, face paint and shit, and masks, and there was like a whole artistic dynamic to this that I think we wouldn't just play like 15, 20 minutes. We'd have to be a band that plays like a fucking hour.
Yeah.
Or the whole night.
I don't know if you could do like I mean, think you could do a whole night, but like I think anything more than 2 hours in a band like that, I don't know.
Yeah.
It'd be tough. But like to me, like that's like when you go and see a band and it's like they start and there's no stopping until it's done. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like there's no breaks, there's no like drum solo, there's no bass solo, there's no whatever. You start, you play the songs, you finish, you get off stage.
Yeah.
There's no.
The nice thing about Age of Autonomy was all the songs were super like engaging.
Yeah, yeah.
I found like as a listener, I kept wanting to hear what comes next.
Yeah.
So it is a shame that we're not going to be playing.
I mean, time will tell. Like like we both said, it's like if we're get that phone call and be like, let's fire this shit up and we'll do it.
Yeah, I'd be down.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah,
it'd be the shit.
Fuck yeah,
it'd be the shit.
Yeah. So so what are you listening to right now? Not besides me talking, but like what do you like what are you spinning when you're in your van going to your next job?
Honestly, man, right now I'm like in this weird place. I'm like listening to like Toto.
Who doesn't like Toto though? Really, like,
dude, I love Toto. I've been kind of stuck on like them, Living Color. I've been like re-listening to Vivid and Stain.
yeah, yeah,
Man, they're just like those are just such incredible bands,
yeah,
and those albums are just fucking unreal.
yeah,
Uh, a little bit of funk here and there. The Gap Band,
yeah.
um, and then as far as metal stuff, I'm not really listening to metal right now. If I do listen to metal, it's probably like Sixth or Meshuggah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
you know.
yeah.
But and like hip hop and
It's
some rock shit.
kind of a little bit of everything all over the place. That's
Yeah, man, all the time. It's always like that. I'm not listening to like, oh, I got all this new shit I'm listening to, and I tend to go back further in time more, like, um, even like some '70s stuff,
mm-hmm.
listening to just like old shit,
Yeah,
because there's so much good stuff out there, and a lot of the new stuff today kind of blows. I mean, I can't lie.
There's a lot of
it's
shit.
just like
There's a lot of shit out there. I've noticed lately. It's just, and
a
it's just
lot.
not. It's not good, and it pisses me off.
No.
You know? It seems like there's a lot of like it's too too produced. It's too polished. Like there's no real grit anymore. It seems like we need another.
The editing perfections are just like, it's insane.
Yeah, yeah, and
everything is perfect that you hear.
Yeah, and it's not good. I don't like it at all.
No. And there's some people out there that also just shouldn't be doing what they're doing, but they're doing it, and somehow they're getting lucky.
Making money.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Just fuck those guys.
But every once in a while, though, you stumble across something new that's just like fucking so good.
Yeah.
That's new, but not all the time.
Like I haven't had a revelation like that for a long time. Like where I've actually heard something that's just like, holy fuck, like this is crazy. It's been a while, anyways. Like I think the last Architects album.
Yeah.
Like Doomsday by Architects. I think that was maybe not the last big one, but like that was a big one that I remember coming out and just fucking hitting me in the face with like, holy fuck, this is awesome.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Yeah. It's been a little while for me as well.
Yeah. It seems like it's few and far between, you know. Like there's lots of content out there.
Yeah,
but it's
too much content though. There's so much out there. It's insane.
Yeah. Yeah.
I almost don't even try to search for, like I'll wait for something cool to like
be
handed to me or
passed
to me, like from another reputable source.
Yeah.
Like my Uncle Marty, he introduced me inadvertently, I think, to Car Bomb, and they're fucking unreal. Have you ever heard of Car Bomb?
No, but I mean, I love the name. I'm gonna write that down, actually.
Dude, write it down. Check them out because they're crazy.
I was listening. Do you remember a band called Propane? From like the mid '90s.
No, but that's a fucking deadly name.
Oh, but he was like Propain, not like
pain.
Yeah,
Propane.
Yeah. They're like a hardcore band from New York in the '90s and probably '80s too. But they had one song, and it's the only song I remember. It's called Switchblade Knife, and fuck, it still hits, and it hits hard.
Really?
Oh, it's so good.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, but I find myself listening to more and more like 80s and 90s stuff, and not just like metal and rock stuff. Like I'm listening to all sorts of 80s and 90s, like pop and hip hop and fucking there's all sorts of weird shit. Like my cousin and I drive
stuff that you overlooked when you were in your tunnel vision, your metalhead tunnel vision.
Yeah. Like
Yeah, man.
my cousin and I drive to work together, and we listen to like a West Coast hip hop fucking playlist like every day, and it's like from the
That's awesome.
'90s. It's so good.
Yeah, yeah. That's awesome.
But I mean, I kind of grew up listening to that '90s like West Coast stuff, like Snoop and Dre and all that shit back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like for a weird white kid in a small town in Saskatchewan listening to fucking hardcore gangster rap. It's just
No way, man. That's where it's supposed to go.
yeah, right into the
That's where it's supposed to go. Fucking NWA found me in LaRange.
that's true.
Like West Side Connection,
Oh yeah,
Snoop Dogg,
fuck yeah,
all that shit.
yeah,
Dre's the first Chronic.
yeah,
Man,
yeah.
probably like one of my favorite albums of all time. Period would be 2001. Dre's
That's
2001.
a fucking great. So like,
Dude, it's like fuck from beginning to end. It's like all hits.
yeah, yeah, like
It's all just the best shit.
There's not one bad song on there. It's the same with Doggy Style.
Yes, absolutely.
I just recently bought that on vinyl because I found it at London Drugs of all places, and I talked about this on the podcast before, but yeah, for like $30. Like I had to. I saw it right away. It's like I have to buy this shit.
Snoop's vinyl was only worth $30.
Well, it was yeah, it wasn't anything special.
No.
So okay, so yeah, you just said like, you grew up in LaRange. Some people probably don't know what LaRange is about. What was it like growing up as you in a place like that in the '90s and 2000s?
It was cool, man. It was like it was its own place, man. It was weird. I think I was like the last generation to get all the fun out of it, all the old school perks coming in with the new shit.
Yeah,
internet.
So for people that don't know, LaRange is a community of what, 2,000, 3,000? Is it even?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. And you were what, like 2.5 hours north of Prince Albert?
Yeah.
So
it's like
you're north. Like when people talk.
Oh yeah.
Like there's farther places north, but in Saskatchewan, like that's the last big town before you go into nothing.
Yeah.
So
it is. That's like where all the other northern communities come, and they call it like
the city. Yeah.
Yeah, which is fucking crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, you went to high school there and shit. I'm guessing. Oh, that's
Yeah. And there was a lot of cool shit going on when I was growing up there, like my teenage years. There was tons of shit, like not like government stuff, but like all the kids were doing stuff.
Yeah.
So there was a ton of music comes from there, man.
Yeah.
One of the most underrated places. Like everybody's like talking about, like Winnipeg and Calgary and Regina, and well, not really Saskatoon, but Saskatoon.
Yeah.
But man, like the per capita, the amount of players that can play and are like good at playing and kind of even take it like competitively or like seriously.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bands and a lot of individual players from LaRange that I feel like don't have the respect that they deserve, really.
So
there's a ton of dudes, man. There's like fucking in a town of 2,000 people, there was like 5 bands, and they were like all could do something.
Yeah.
Like all the guys in those bands knew their job.
Yeah. And
like were really practiced their craft, like for 2,000 people, and they were like 5 bands. That's not including my father's band or any of the older generation, and there's a ton of them too, man.
Yeah. So do you think like the people put a lot of effort into that because like you were, let's not call it isolated, but I mean essentially you are, because you're
in the winter you are
like
unless you got a car and gas money to go essentially 6.5 hours in a vehicle somewhere, then you're not. But you're pretty much stuck there.
Yeah. I mean,
so
like, I remember hearing stuff about like the Seattle scene back in the day. It's like because it rained all the time, everybody just stayed inside and played music. So I guess it's similar to that, because like if you don't got the money to go anywhere,
Yeah.
Might as
Yeah.
well sit and play some music, or get into trouble some other way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So is that where you
And
start?
that's
Oh, go ahead.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's where it started, man. I had nothing better to do.
Yeah.
I'll just sit in my shed and beat the fuck out of these drums.
Yeah.
Try and play along. I mean, for me, it's different. I have my dad around,
Mm.
and there is visual stuff that would keep me seriously engaged with it.
Yeah.
Like him being on Much Music when I was in like grade 8, that was unreal.
That's
And then
that's pretty awesome.
and then in grade 9, uh, I was at a little house party, and we were watching Much Music, and Much Loud was on,
Yeah. Yeah.
and my dad's band was 3 videos in. You
That.
know,
Yeah. Yeah.
it to watch that with all the people that I went to high school with was like a fucked up thing for me, and it showed me that everything my dad was doing, that's what you got to do. You want to do that,
Yeah.
like all the stuff that I see him do around the house, and then like how he handles himself, and then musically, the time he's gone, comes back and kind of sheds some light on me and
Yeah. Yeah.
knowledge, and yeah. So I'm lucky I had that, because you got to get like 4 or 5 guys, and then all of those other guys need to grow with you.
Yeah.
A lot of times that doesn't happen. So even if you're good, if your band doesn't give a shit, you're just gonna not do anything either.
Yeah.
So I left, and it was probably the best thing I could have ever done. I love the town I'm from and the people there,
Yeah.
but I had to leave, man. You know,
I think that's the thing. It's like you got to get out to move up, move on. Or like especially if you're talking music. I mean, you got to go and
yeah,
you got to go to a bigger center. Not saying that Saskatoon's like the biggest or best center for that sort of shit, but I mean, like
no,
you gotta step up and take that chance, right? Like, yeah. So is that where you started skateboarding too? I'm guessing it is.
yeah, man, skateboarding like 4 months out of the year.
Got it.
The rest of the time it's fucking freezing,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Fucking. It's fucking
Yes,
Saskatchewan weather.
I did. Yeah, man, I did start skateboarding there. Me and like Paul McKenzie, Josh Herman, Josh McCauley, Andrew Bird, Ryan Quibel, Andrew Quibel. Oh man, there's a ton of people. Moose, um, John Nagel, Steve Herzog, Greg Lobb, all these fucking dudes. Like I said, my generation, like I was lucky, man, because I had a bunch of skateboard people that I got along with, and I
Yeah.
had a bunch of music guys that I got along with, and I was pretty good at both. I was way better at music than at skateboarding, but I really loved skateboarding, and I took it seriously. And then, yeah, all my friends started,
I don't know.
like getting into it, taking it seriously and shit. I used to be sponsored. I still am sponsored, actually.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
like I've seen the videos of you skating. It's like fuck, you're pretty fucking good. If I tried doing that,
You should have seen me when I was young, man. When I was young and stupid.
just probably
Can't believe some of the shit I did, man. It was crazy. Oh, hey, shout out to Propaganda, too.
Yeah,
That's my skate shop.
Fuck yeah. Tag him in the fucking when the video comes out. We'll yeah.
I will.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, Adam. Good job, Adam. Keep it up.
Yeah. So what else, man? It's not that I ran out of notes. Just yeah. You said you wanted to talk about a couple things. It's or did we touch on all of them already, or what?
I think we kind of touched on all that stuff.
Yeah.
I think we kind of touched on all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So well, what's
how
next?
are you? How are you doing? Let's swap this interview around here. How are you doing?
I'm good, man. It's well, good is relative. I'm alive. I got a roof over my head.
Yes.
I've been putting a lot of thought into this new project with my buddy JD. That he would have been here to do the interview, but I think that this kind of worked. This worked better, just you and me, because we have a history.
Fine.
Yeah, that's good. But so I touched on this on the other podcast. So I'll just breeze through it. But it's like, so JD and I play video games together, and we talk, and he's in radio already. So I'm like, fuck, let's do something. Let's do a podcast. She's like, yeah, cool. So I've been putting lots of like thought and effort into this because I think it's something that I could be good at. So and I think it's working so far. So yeah, working.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, and I like it, and I'm good at talking to people. I guess I'm good at talking to people. Good at talking to people that I like, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, we're gonna see where this goes. I mean, like, got a couple more interviews lined up. I'm not gonna name drop yet. Maybe after the pod, I'll tell you who I got lined up.
Are they cool people?
They are actually. Well, the one is guy grew up in town here. He's a producer in Calgary. So shout out to Regan. We'll be talking to you soon at some point. And actually, I have we're not just doing this. Isn't just like a music podcast. We're gonna do a little bit of everything. Like I know an author that I'm gonna talk to at some point. Very intelligent lady, actually from La Ronge too. So
what?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
All sorts of good shit comes from there. People
Yeah.
don't realize.
Yeah, there you go.
Seriously.
And I've only flown through there. I was working at one of the mines up there.
So you didn't go there at all, then?
No. I was on the airstrip there. Just like, oh, hey, look, there's La Ronge. Let's go. I got other stuff I got to do.
Hey, you know what, man? La Ronge in June and July is like some of the coolest shit you could experience.
I bet it would just be beautiful up there.
Oh, there's the lake. Like, again, the last generation, we'd be able to have, be at a party on the beach, fucking go for a swim.
Yeah.
The water is nice. Like, the air is nice.
Yeah.
And if you're not an asshole, the people are cool.
Yeah.
Even if you are an asshole, some of the people are cool.
Yeah, you just gotta. If you're an asshole, you might get punched in the mouth. It's just.
It happens.
That's just the way. That's life, man. You start treating people bad, and you're gonna get a punch in the mouth.
That's right. Yeah, there's a lot of this.
I've been punched in the mouth before. It happens. It's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool, man. Well.
Yeah.
Let's call her there. We had a good chat.
We sure did.
We covered a lot of things.
It was nice to see you.
Yes. And we'll try and catch up here again in the next little bit. So again,
sounds good.
You got Joshua's Habit coming out.
Joshua's Habit.
Yes. You guys got the vinyl coming out. You can check out their Facebook page for information on their vinyl release. I think the first couple were getting autographed or something. It's like I'm not gonna have to do that because I'll just bring it to you.
20.
They'd just be like,
that's right.
It'd be like, just sign this fucking thing for me, please. Thanks.
Yeah, I'll get all the guys to sign one for you.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, and actually, like, link them to this too. I mean, like, it's good plug for them too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
No, like I said, I dig it, man. I didn't really give it a whole lot of chance beforehand, but no, like up to the I'm digging it. It's good.
That's
stuff.
awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Yeah, the album's called The Hard Road, and I believe it's the first week of April. It's available. We are doing a vinyl.
Yep.
And
you guys have a single out on Spotify right now, right? Or whatever streaming services, right?
Yeah, America. Yeah. And it's just about like everything that's going on.
Is that? I'm just looking at your Spotify page. It's
Go Hard.
No, the last one was The Mask.
Yeah.
Or is America the next single?
Yes, America's the next single. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stay tuned for that one.
Yes. Yeah. So
it's a good one.
Yeah. No. I'm like I said, I'm digging the stuff, man. Check out Joshua's Habit and Haunted North. What's next there? What's coming up here? You said you guys working on stuff.
Yeah, we're still working on stuff. Actually, this weekend we'll be hanging out with Sean, and we'll be finalizing some ideas and booking some studio time.
Yep.
Which I'm sure I'll be posting on Facebook and Instagram because that's where everybody goes to do their soulless. Hey, check out my band.
Yeah, that's
my band.
That's the only reason I brought Facebook back, so I could promote my fucking podcast.
For real.
Is what it is. You kind of do whatever. Then Die Hard, you guys are kind of just chilling, laying back for a little bit, just kind of.
We're not going to try and release anything for a little while until we can actually physically go out and promote what we're
Yeah.
trying to sell.
Yep.
And
That.
back to the age of autonomy, that might be the whole situation with that too.
Yep.
I'm not too sure.
We'll see what happens.
I am super blessed though, man, to be able to play with all of these bands and have done all this stuff
Yep.
that I have been, because music is everything.
Yeah. And like I said on the top of the podcast, man, like you are like literally like the best drummer I've ever seen live, and it's and but I know it's like the thousands of hours, hundreds of thousands of hours of work that you put in, and it's just yeah.
It's not luck, that's for sure. It's not
No.
luck. It's
Fuck no. No. All right, man. Well, we'll call it there. This has been episode 3. Well, 3.
Episode 3.
Yeah, there's another story behind this that I'll tell people another time. But thanks again, Andrew. We're
hey, thank you very much.
Yeah, we'll be in touch, and we'll see you guys out there.
Hell yeah. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Have a good night, Daryl.
Later, buddy.
Bye-bye.